Hello everyone, this is Stephanie, your CSA coach, and it is week 5A of our CSA shares. A couple of quick announcements. We have Art on the Farm this Thursday from 3 to 5 with Dakota. We have bingo happening, so bingo cards were sent via email. You can also find them on our Facebook group, but I recommend printing those out, and then as you go through the different weeks, there's a bingo card for kids and there's a bingo card for adults, and you can mark things off, and that's an ongoing thing throughout the season this year, so take a look at those bingo cards. Third thing is we have a herb challenge, a fresh herb challenge that just started today, so I will post about that in our Facebook group today. And give more details, but refer to your email yesterday. Basically, the idea is to use fresh herbs, take pictures of how you're using them, and share in the Facebook group with a special tag. So take a look at that if you want to get involved in a farm challenge. Also, when going to the farm, please make sure that you are going up to the table, giving your name, grabbing your crate, bringing it back to the car, unloading it, returning the crate and any pint or quart containers to the farm. You don't get to take those home. Those stay right at the farm, so you need to bring containers with you. This week, the only pick your own was herbs, and you must have clippers in order to pick the herbs. So all of our herbs that are pick your own and are ready to be picked have a red flag in them. So please look at those, walk around the different herb boxes, see if there's any that you can use, and you can grab a small bunch of herbs, but you need to use clippers. Do not uproot the herbs, do not cut super low. We want them to regrow throughout the season. So please bring your clippers to the farm. Okay, so jumping right into this week's share, we have our salad mix that comes in our bag. Obviously best used for different salads. I've said this time and time again, but change up your dressing or change up what you garnish your salad with, and then it can change the total flavor of it. Also, you can have salad for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snacks. So great option. I store this just like this until I'm ready to use it. So in the fridge, in the plastic bag, just as is. When I'm ready to use it, I wash it, spin the lettuce, and then dress it for whatever we're using it for. So that's our salad greens. We also have head lettuce. Head lettuce gets stored in the fridge in a plastic bag. This will last longer than our salad mix, so use the salad mix first. Head lettuce is hardier and has thicker leaves, so it's great for burgers, for tacos. You can use the leaf as instead of bread or instead of your burger buns. You can also chop it up and do a chopped salad, but it's a great addition to any salad, or to be used as a vessel for like tuna salad, chicken salad, egg salad. So that's our salad green stored in the fridge in a plastic bag. We also have kale. So our kale can be eaten raw or can be cooked. There's a bunch of recipes on the blog. I know there's kale chips, ranch kale chips. There's a kale Caesar salad. You can use it in smoothies. You can just do like a massaged kale salad where it's not cooked. And you just do a little bit of oil and lemon juice on the greens, and then massage it in to kind of break down the leaves a little bit and make them more tender. You can blanch. You can do, I'm pretty sure there's a kale pesto on the blog as well, so you could turn it into a pesto. Great for smoothies, so you can throw it in raw, or you can blanch the leaves and blend them up and then make kale cubes to throw in smoothies. If you have, because we've been getting kale for the past few weeks, if you still have a lot, do a big batch of kale cubes that you can use in smoothies. Great in soups and things like that as well. That's stored in the fridge just like the lettuce, so in a plastic bag. New this week, I don't think we've had this season yet, are dandelion greens. Dandelion greens are a little bit more bitter. If you want to soak them, you can soak them in salt water. It does take out a little bit of that bitterness, but we kind of like the bitterness, and we pair it with something like bacon or sauteed onions to kind of pull that bitterness out. I know there's a dandelion green recipe on the blog that's really good. We use that one a lot. You can also eat them raw. So you can make a dandelion green salad, or you can saute them, but stored in the fridge, just like our lettuce and our kale, in a plastic bag until you're ready to use it. We have turnips. Very first thing you're gonna do with the turnips is take the bulbs off the bottom, store them in a plastic bag, and store the greens separately. Every part of this can be eaten, so you can roast the bottoms, you can grill them, you can eat them raw, you can pickle them. So lots of different options there. You can even shred them and put them on salad. But those get stored in a plastic bag separately. Then the top, you can eat them raw, or you can saute them just like you would a simple sauteed green. So kind of with garlic and onions. Store them separately in a plastic bag. If you're not going to use your turnip greens, take them, rinse them off, put them in your salad spinner to get the water off, and then throw them in your freezer in your veggie scrap bag. They're a great addition to veggie broth. So we have cucumbers. We got 2 cucumbers. These are stored in the fridge in your crisper drawer. You could do cucumber salad. I know there's a recipe on the blog for that. You can do pickles, quick fridge pickles. You can just simply chop it up and put it on the table as a snack. You can use cucumber rounds as a vessel for any sort of salad, tuna, chicken, egg salad. So that's options for you too. We tend to eat these raw just as a snack. Like I chop them up and put them on the table for the boys as a snack. We got sugar snap peas, a pint of sugar snap peas. These never even make it to my fridge ever. And I don't think I've ever cooked sugar snap peas because we love them raw. So we got a pint of these. If you're going to store them, they're stored in the fridge. You can put them in a Ziploc bag or a Debbie Meyer green bag, or just a plastic container until you're ready to use them. We will just rinse them off and I'll clean them up and throw them on the table, and they'll be gone in no time in our house. You can cook them. They're great in stir fries. They're great just quickly sauteed or roasted, but we prefer them raw. So those are sugar snap peas. We have cabbage. Cabbage gets stored in the fridge. You can throw it in a Debbie Meyer green bag or a plastic bag. This will last quite a while. If you cut it, it's a pretty large head of cabbage. If you only use half of it, then put saran wrap or something tight around it to protect that cut side. But stored in the fridge, cabbage can be roasted, it can be grilled, it can be eaten raw. It's great for coleslaw. It's great for, you can pickle it, you can make sauerkraut. It's really good just sauteed with onions as a cooked option, and it's really amazing grilled. I love cabbage grilled. We got basil this week, so basil season has arrived. Basil is an herb, but it's an herb that does not like the cold, so we treat it differently than our other herbs. You're gonna take this and put it in a glass of water, but do not put it in the fridge. It does not go in the fridge. It will not like the fridge. It likes the countertop. It likes to be room temperature. Basil is amazing in salad dressings. I'm pretty sure this will be focused in next week's recipe. It's great in pestos. It's great in sauces. It's good for simple syrups. This will be, I'd love to see if you're using this in a recipe, make sure you post and tag with the herb challenge hashtag, because basil is one of our fresh herbs that we get from the farm. So that's basil, stored on the counter. We received garlic scapes, one of my favorite things from the farm. There was a whole write-up on them in our email this week, so refer to that. But they are stored in the fridge in a plastic bag. They will last quite a while. The entire thing can be used. I have just simply basted them in oil and thrown them on the grill and done a grilled garlic scape. You can use them raw, just like you would garlic. You can use them in dressings. You can use them in marinades. You can chop them up and freeze them and preserve them that way. But they do last quite a while. So use them in anything you would normally use garlic for, except they're gonna be a milder version. So either use more or know that it's gonna be less garlicky. But they're a fun addition to a lot of different things. So those are garlic scapes. We also have cauliflower, which is a great treat from the farm. Cauliflower gets stored in the fridge in a bag, a plastic bag. This will last throughout the week, but it's best within the first few days because it was just picked, so its sweetness will be better over the next few days. So this is something that you want to use within the next few days. I'm pretty sure this is what's gonna be showcased in this week's recipe, so stay tuned for that on Thursday, but stored in the fridge. Can be eaten raw or can be cooked. You can grill it, you can roast it, you can boil it, you can basically do what we did with the kohlrabi in last week's recipe. So boil it and puree it and make a cauliflower puree instead of a mashed potato puree. You can do that with cauliflower as well. I love roasted cauliflower, so I think that's probably what our recipe this week is gonna be. We also have broccoli. So this is the last item from this week. Broccoli gets stored in the fridge in a Ziploc bag or a Debbie Meyer green bag. Because this is farm fresh broccoli, I would recommend soaking it in salt water for 15-20 minutes before using it, in case there's any critters hiding inside the florets. It'll force them out, and then you'll have nice clean broccoli to work with. It can be eaten raw. You can quickly blanch it and throw it in a salad. You can roast it, you can steam it, you can rice it, which basically just means cutting it super, super small. But lots of options there. Broccoli is just a fun addition, a fun side, but also makes a really good base for a salad. So that is it for this week. Make sure you're taking a look at the bingo cards. Make sure you're sort of brainstorming different ideas for our herbs. Take a look at the herb garden if you haven't gone to the farm this week. Go around and look at the different flags that are there. Those are herbs that are ready to be picked. And please make sure you bring your pruning scissors with you. Even though it's not flower season yet, you need them to pick the herbs. All right, I will see you all again next week.